is there anything that really stands out to you about the performance from the team that was everything seemed to go well? Was there anything that was exceptional in your mind?
Well, our intensity was really good the first half, and at times it was pretty good the second half. But it is tough when you have a margin like that to stay focused sometimes. But we had 7 guys in double figures, 24 assists, and only 13 turnovers against a team that I think is second in the league in steals. So I thought we took care of the ball. Only had 4 turnovers in the second half, and then rebounding was pretty good as well, especially the first half. We finished 58-41 on the boards. We were about even the second half, but first half especially was very good.
How important was it? They're really only guy on their team that they could have somewhat of a height advantage. Nixon Blanc had 3 fouls early on in the first half. How important was it to neutralize him to then really be able to attack the paint on them?
Well, these guys did a good job of trying to play inside out and attack, whether it's by throwing it to the big guys or attacking off the bounce. And we knew that if we got him in foul trouble, that would hurt their interior defense and rebounding. So these guys did a good job with that.
Defensively, it looked like you guys went to zone a couple of times, and there was that one stretch. I think they missed 15 shots in a row.
Yeah.
How do you kind of keep, like you mentioned, keep up that defensive intensity, especially in the second half when the margin is what it is?
Well, we challenge these guys just to play every possession, and not look at the scoreboard, just play. And even in zone, it's not a rest period. You got to be in a stance, you got to communicate, and these guys have good length and quickness to continue to contest shots. We did give up some long rebounds when there's that many threes taken. I think they shot 34, we shot 31, so we shot a lot too. But they typically shoot a lot of threes, so those misses sometimes bounce out a little further. But overall, we did a pretty good job, cleaning up the glass.
For you, Cam, this was easily your biggest performance so far of the year. At what point did you kind of know you were stroking it pretty good?
I got going in the first half. I got a couple steals. My teammates kicked it out, poking balls, and it's just got on a break and just kept it going. Coach always said, keep the energy. So I did my best to keep the energy and come out with the dub, the first conference dub. So.
And how big is it, Cam, you mentioned the turnovers, that those turnovers do turn into points. It felt like during that one stretch in the first half when the game got really blown open, it was a couple of turnovers that led to some pretty big points.
Well, we just, we run our stuff. And we don't really, worry about how they come at us. We just run our stuff and just go from there.
And Coach, obviously Cam had a career day. So what does it mean that you can have somebody come off the bench and have a career day like that, especially when you're already missing a guard, you're down a guard?
Yeah, well, we got a very deep team. I mean, Jamal here had double-double, 15 and 13 is really impressive. And, what Cam was able to do, he's, everybody knows that can be a very explosive scorer, but he also disrupts the defensive end with 6 steals. But seeing Jamal getting on the glass and Cam flying around on defense, we do have, we're really 10 deep in terms of guys that can be in the regular rotation. And, the challenge sometimes is guys, all these guys, are capable of playing 25, 30 minutes a game, but there's just not that many minutes to go around. So, a night like tonight, like Carson played 17 minutes, but was really productive. He had 10 and 6, and Spencer played 16 minutes and had 12 and 8. So that kind of production off the bench, along with what you saw with Cam and Jay and all those guys, is really tremendous.
Cam, when you know that you're down a guard that usually has a lot of minutes, with you or ahead of you, how does that go into playing like that today?
I knew we was coming back from Thanksgiving break, so it's just basically in practice, just taking everything serious, going hard, and trying to get back in that shape because you're going to be down the guard. So you just took practice serious, a little more serious than usual, and just play hard.
Mm-hmm. And Jamal, like Coach said, double-double today. What was the game plan for you coming into this one?
Just trying to find energy off my defense and rebounding, let that play into my offense. Just playing hard. Coach is always big on playing hard and defense effort, so that's what I try to do.
And so how did this impact you guys as far as this being your first conference win of the season?
It's a great first step because all of us have one goal in mind, win a national championship, so it's a great step.
And Coach, can you speak to that as well as far as getting your first win under your belt in the conference, in a tough conference?
Well, every night's a challenge. They're going to continue to get better and better. They new coach, new system, but they play extremely hard, and you got to be ready every night in this league. And it's a great league. It's a fun league to compete in because these guys know that it's going to be a battle every time you step on the floor. So I just feel fortunate to get the first one.
With Courier running a very similar system to Dave Davis
Mhm.
from Newberry, was it helpful having played Newberry earlier this season, having an idea of what you're up against?
Yeah, we were fortunate. We were kind of lucky that way. We got that game with Newberry, and before Jeremy got the job, but. I thought it was going to be good for us to play against that style because he worked for Coach Davis, and it's relentless. I mean, I was worn out. I'm over there sweating on the sidelines. I'm not even out there playing, but it's a different style, but those guys fly around and play extremely hard. You got to take care of the ball. You really got to work on defense to contest and contain the penetration. And, they're a little undersized, but they're really quick and athletic. So they're going to give people fits this season.
Cam, Coach recruited you as a scoring guard guy, redshirted last year. So all that time sitting and still getting off to a little bit of a slow start this season. What does it feel like to have to finally pay off right like that?
It feels good. It's just it lets me know that the hard work's paying off. It just got in the groove and it felt the same. So it was fun. It was fun doing that.
Yeah, what was the biggest change you tried to do with your game during your redshirt year?
It was more of just trying to take care of the ball, more of a point guard, being more of a point guard, basically running the stuff that we run. So it was basically just being a better point guard and adding the scoring with the point guard. It just made me a better player.
So, Coach, you would say Cam's starting to look to the form you saw on the recruiting trail now translated to the college level?
Yeah, the adjustment is, Cam, for his high school team, he really had to score the ball. But and he can at a high rate, but he also is a good facilitator, and we've challenged him to be able to do both. Really, all of our guards, including even, guys like Jamal, are kind of interchangeable on the perimeter. And it's nice not to have all that pressure on one or even two guys, where we got 4 or even 5 guys that could initiate our offense. So it is a blessing when you play up and down, tempo, fast, and especially a game like this where ball handling is a premium. We're lucky to have this many ball handlers and playmakers, and guys also that can score.
And when you guys have, Coach, a win like this, convincing win in the conference, what does that do for you guys as far as going to your next game?
Well, we got a little break here. Originally, we had finals next week, so we didn't schedule any games. We don't play again until Elizabeth City State a week from Tuesday. So the nice thing about that for these guys is that does give them time to really dial in on academics. We'll still practice, but we'll be able to take a couple days off as well, where these guys can get ahead studying for those finals.
Guys,
Thanks, guys.
appreciate it.